What if I told you that one of the most famous and beloved creatures in all of Greek mythology wasn't a terrifying monster, but a magnificent flying horse? Today we're soaring into the skies to uncover the story of Pegasus, the winged horse of the gods. Our tale begins not with a gentle birth, but in a moment of legendary conflict. The hero Perseus, on his quest to defeat the Gorgon Medusa, finally succeeded. But from this act of violence, something beautiful and pure was born. As Medusa fell, a brilliant white horse, with wings shimmering like polished silver, sprang forth from her side. This was Pegasus, a creature of divine origin, who immediately rose into the sky, a symbol of freedom itself. For a long time, Pegasus flew freely across the world. He was a wild, untamable spirit, a child of the open air, untouched and unseen by most mortals. He would drink from sacred springs and race the winds above the clouds. But his solitary existence was about to change. There was one mortal hero whose courage and noble heart caught the attention of the gods, and in turn of Pegasus. This hero was Bellerophon. Bellerophon dreamed of taming the untamable. He longed to ride the celestial steed, not for power, but for the chance to achieve great deeds. The goddess Athena, seeing his pure intentions, appeared to him in a dream. She gifted him a magical golden bridle, one that wouldn't force a creature into submission, but would instead invite trust. Following Athena's guidance, Bellerophon found Pegasus drinking at the Pierian spring. He didn't rush or make aggressive moves. Instead, he approached calmly, holding out the gleaming golden bridle. Pegasus, sensing no threat, felt a connection to the hero's spirit. He allowed Bellerophon to gently place the bridle over his head, and in that moment an unbreakable bond was forged. It was a partnership built on mutual respect between mortal and myth. Together, they were an unstoppable force for good. Bellerophon, riding high on the back of Pegasus, became a legend. Their most famous adventure was the battle against the Chimera, a horrifying monster with the head of a lion, the body of a goat, and a venomous serpent for a tail. It breathed fire and terrorized the land of Lycia. On foot, no hero could stand against it. But from the sky, it was a different story. Pegasus, with his incredible speed and agility, danced through the air, effortlessly dodging the Chimera's fiery attacks. He swooped and climbed, giving Bellerophon the perfect vantage point to strike. With Pegasus as his ally, Bellerophon defeated the beast and saved the kingdom, solidifying their place as one of the greatest duos in Greek myth. They went on to face many other challenges, from warring armies to fearsome tribes, and they were always victorious. But as with many Greek tales, this one carries a lesson about pride. Bellerophon's fame grew, and with it, so did his ego. He began to believe that his victories made him equal to the gods themselves. In an act of supreme arrogance, he decided he belonged on Mount Olympus and urged Pegasus to fly him to the home of the gods. Pegasus, loyal as ever, began the ascent. But Zeus, watching from his throne, could not allow such mortal hubris to go unchecked. He didn't want to harm the noble horse, so he sent a small gadfly to sting Pegasus. The sudden annoyance caused Pegasus to buck, not in anger, but in surprise. Bellerophon, caught off guard, lost his grip, and tumbled from the sky, falling all the way back down to earth. He would spend the rest of his life as a humbled, lonely man, a living reminder of the dangers of overreaching ambition. And what of Pegasus? He continued his flight upward, finally arriving at Mount Olympus, not as a trespasser, but as an honored guest. Zeus welcomed the magnificent creature, and for his loyal service gave him a new role, to carry the thunderbolts of the king of the gods. And when his time of service was done, he was given an eternal home in the night sky. Zeus transformed him into a constellation, so that people for all time could look up and see the shape of the great winged horse, forever galloping among the stars. To this day, Pegasus remains a powerful symbol. He represents not just freedom and speed, but also the soaring heights of inspiration and imagination. He is the poetic muse, the untamed spirit, and the loyal friend. He teaches us that with a pure heart we can achieve incredible things, but also reminds us to stay humble on our journey. So the next time you look up at the stars, see if you can find him, still flying free. Thanks for joining us on this mythical journey. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the world of mythology. See you next time